Hi guys! Okay, I have been waiting to this video for so long. I've been so excited to this video. How the heck do you find an apartment in Madrid? Well, I'm gonna help you out and tell you all the things I wish I would have known before I would have went. First tip is do not come in the busy season. So the busy season is the end of August and the end of December. I will tell you why. The end of August, think about what's happening. You're probably coming to Spain because of teaching English or studying, right? You have to think of all the other people. You have all the Erasmus students, all the Spanish students, everyone, all the students in general are coming back in this time because school starts in September and everyone is looking for an apartment, okay? You have all the Spanish university students that were away for vacation are now all coming back looking for apartments. You have all the other auxiliaries that are coming to Spain all at the same time to start teaching. And you have all the other teachers, okay? And this time at the end of August is a jungle, okay? So do not come at this time. If you can afford to come at the beginning of August, that is the time to come because it is worth being a little bit 3 extra weeks early to get your apartment already locked down than stressing out about how the apartments go so quick, because you're going to look on these websites and you're going to write it down, you're going to call, and the apartment is gone. And that's going to happen over and over and over and over and over because Madrid is a hot city. Everybody wants to live there. Number 2 is get a cell phone with calling. Do not be one of those people that are wanting to save money and not want to get calls. Get a plan for 1 month where you can call as much as you can and call and call and call these people, okay? You're going to be calling and no one's going to pick up. You call and you call again and do not give up. Number 3, if you don't speak Spanish, it is okay. I came to Spain and I didn't speak a freaking word, okay? You need to get a friend. Get yourself a Spanish friend. Go to a bar, become friends with a Spanish person, and become best friends. And take them with you. Have them call for you, okay? Because if you try to call and be like, hablas inglés, they're gonna hang up on you because this is a city where, you know, if you cannot communicate what you want or what you need onto the next person. Get a Spanish friend to call for you. It's okay. Let's go into how to find an apartment in Madrid. Actually, there are many different websites. The most popular is Idealista, Fotocasa, Easy Piso, Segundo Mano, and if you want to get an apartment before you even leave your house in your country, you can do Spot a Home. Spot a Home is a great idea. I really like the platform of how you can just book your home before you even leave the country. You get to Madrid and you have a house and you don't have to think about it anymore. You should check it out. See if you have any luck. You need to figure out what exactly you want in an apartment. Do you want to live alone? Do you want to live with a roommate? Do you want to be in an apartment with all foreigners and there's like 10 rooms and 2 bathrooms? Do you want like this kind of like experience? How do you want to leave Spain? That being said, my last tip and the most important one is you need to write a wish list of all your expectations, what you want. A big Spanish terrace, you want it right in Puerto del Sol, next to the metro, to have an elevator. If you are coming from a first world country that is like Australia, Canada, United States, take your list and you cut it by a third. And if you can find an apartment that has at least 1/3 of what you want, then take it. Don't even think about it, because if you even take 10 minutes to think about it, it's going to be gone to the next person. You should be confident in your decision, but also 1 year of your life living abroad does not need to be a castle. It needs to have hot water. It doesn't need to have a big Spanish terrace with like flamenco people outside and like bullfights next to your house, okay? Because it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You are going to save yourself so much money from being in hostels and so much stress and so much crying by just cutting down your expectation to something realistic. Because realistic for you in your country is not realistic in Spain with your budget as an auxiliary. Also, I forgot to say, another way to get some really good sneak peeks of apartments that are not so popular is going street ad searching. So you can go in the street and you find the ad and you can call the number. So you'll see the number and you can call them right away. It's great also because you can go to the exact location you want to be in. For example, if you want to be in La Latina in front of La Cebada, you can literally just go walking in that area and see look for the signs. They're everywhere. Also, I must mention that if you do plan on living alone in a studio or renting an apartment where the apartment is in your name, you're most likely going to have to go with an agency, which is an extra month of rent. In Spain, usually it's 1 month deposit, 1 month rent. If you go with an agency, 1 month to the agency. Okay, so I hope those tips helped you, and I really hope that you take this advice to make your apartment hunt in Madrid so much easier for you. Bye-bye!